What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Explorer video with me, Arne Huschenbeth. If you haven't yet, like and subscribe. Quick reminder right out of the get-go. We are playing Explorer. Yes, we're playing Goblins in Explorer. Yes. I'm sure we got some Goblins lovers out there, and I found this deck list quite a while ago. I was like, is this good enough? But hey, I don't even care if it's good enough. It looks fun. It's Goblins. It's the tribal machine that's been a thing in Magic for, I don't know, 25 years since the beginning. Really, Goblins has been one of the OG tribes. And yes, we don't have powerhouses like, what's the card called? Muxus, that we have in Historic, for example. But we still got a decent curve for the Goblins archetype. And we even have some more Goblins in the sideboard that we're not even playing that are pretty good. And yeah, let's go over them real quick. It's Fanatical Firebrand, #1 here. Goblin Pirate. Deals damage to any target when you play it. It's sort of your Goblin aggressive creature slash removal for those Elvish Mystics, of course. We're still playing Explorer, so you gotta have those in mind. Let me just turn on the webcam a little bit. Yeah, so that's pretty neat. And it also works quite nice with the Rundvelt Hordemaster, which says whenever a Goblin of yours dies, you can exile the top card. If it's a Goblin creature card, you may cast it this turn. So you can sack it, trigger the Rundvelt Hordemaster, and yeah, kill a creature of the opponent. Foundry Street Denizen. Whenever another red creature enters the battlefield under your control, it gets 1/0. This thing can get quite out of hand in this deck. 1 mana, 1/1. You play Goblin Instigator. It attacks for free on turn 2. But I mean, that for a 1-drop is pretty good. Free damage, isn't it? And then if you have Hordemaster and Skirk Prospector and Firebrand, and all sorts of Goblins entering the battlefield, this Foundry Street Denizen, of course, can deal even more damage. We got the Skirk Prospector. This is the combo with the Rundvelt Hordemaster. You can chain through your deck, drawing cards, doing this, doing that. It is quite nice. Skirk Prospector is pretty important to really utilize all these Goblins. Excuse myself. Yeah, and that's where you go off with. And of course, it's another 1-drop that you can pump up with the Goblin Lord over here. And while we'll talk about the Rundvelt Hordemaster, I mean, this is one of the biggest pieces in this deck. This is one of the better lords that the Goblins archetype has received in the recent times. And this is another lord they've received, and it also works quite well in this deck. Not only does it pump the team, like it usually does, it also has free toughness, so it goes around some of the removal. It goes around Fatal Push, Bone Crusher Giant, for example. Fatal Push, yeah, I mean, but you know, make it a little harder for them to use their Fatal Push on the Hobgoblin Bandit Lord. And when you've gone off in your turn and you got a bunch of Goblins with Hordemaster and Prospector, sacking Goblins, casting more Goblins, then you can shoot something, or their face often, with a 1 mana and tapping the Goblin Bandit Lord. X damage to the face, where X is the amount of Goblins that just enter the battlefield. And also to mention, Battle Cry Goblin, we have all these little Goblins. This one brings more Goblins to the play, but also pumps all our little ones, our little army. So really nice in this deck. Aggressively slanted card, that's for sure. Battle Cry Goblin, I mean, it says it in the card. 4 Goblin Warchief. Make them cheaper, give them haste. Let's go. That's all you want to do. Make every one of these cheaper. Makes Hordemaster even scarier, and Skirk Prospector's mana even more effective at casting more Goblins from your deck. We have 1 copy of Squee in here. Just, you know, having something that you can cast from your graveyard again is kind of neat. And also creates multiple Goblins, of course. I just want to have something against, I don't know, sweepers, I guess. Talking about things that are good against sweepers, Goblin Ringleader, hello. 4 mana, 2/2 haste. When it enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 and pick up all the Goblins from there. Yes, this is the Red Treasure Cruise, the grind engine. I'm looking forward to flipping 4 Goblins with the Ringleader. Yeah, what can you say? We should talk about maybe the elephant in the room. A card that I always play when I'm playing red is Fable of the Mirrorbreaker, right? But not in this deck, even though it's bringing 2 Goblins to the table. I'm not super sure about that. I know that you could make the case to play the Fable over the Hobgoblin. But I think the Fable is a bit too low impact for my taste. It's also not an actual Goblin for the Hordemaster to reveal. It's also not a Goblin to reveal with Ringleader. Doesn't get cheaper by the Warchief. You know, things like that. Sure, the Goblins still get haste, so that's pretty good with the Kiki, right? The hasty Kiki means you can copy stuff immediately. You have some nice copy targets, like the Ringleader, for example. But I think you're doing fine on the card advantage front. And what you really want is damage and power. So I just want to curve out and then play a Bandit Lord, pump my team, kill my opponent instead of doing this Fable, grindy game. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Mana base, 23 lands. We got 2 Mutavault, Den of the Bugbear, of course, in here in a Goblin deck. Castle Embereth, also an excellent card with all our little 1/1s. And then 15 mountains to make those castles come into play untapped consistently. You could play more Mutavaults, not unreasonable. I just think you want all those red mana sources for your 1-drops. You're playing 12 of them. But this is a number that I could see higher, especially if you want to play 24 lands. I think the 24th land would be the third Mutavault. Let's talk about the sideboard real quick. Rending Volleys, of course. Mainstay in red decks. 4 Goblin Chainwhirler. Yes, spirits, humans, any of the other tribal decks. We have the tribal killer. You want to play elves? I kill all your little elves. And of course, against mono green, we can kill the elvish mystics there too. Fantastic Goblin. Goblin Thrashmaster, you know, a lord, but also artifact removal. If you play against a deck that has some artifacts laying around, could come in handy. Unlicensed Serfs, graveyard exiling. Of course, you don't want to go without that one. Another Squee for the grindy matchups. Akroan War. Seems like a good card against other creature decks and also against mono green. Steal their biggest thing, make them attack you, and then smash them back. And then we got a little Twinshot Sniper. It's our Goblin that also is a 2-mana removal spell, or later on a 4-mana 2/3 with deal 2 damage. Quite nice against the spirit deck. Channel goes around counter spells, so you can shoot down a spirit even though they have Geistlight Snare or Lofty Denial or Spell Pierce. And last but not least, we have a Siege Gang over there. Just another big haymaker card that you can find in a grindy matchup, you know, or in a creature mirror match sort of situation. It's nice to have this thing to ramp it out and then to use goblins to just shoot opposing creatures down. This is it. This is Goblins. I hope you're as ready as I am. Let's jump into the games. All right. We're looking at Keep, I'd say. Playing against Joker's Wild. And keep this 7. Do I have my audio on? Yes. Oh, right. Now I see. I have actually my audio on my headphones. Okay, we fixed that. Deserted Beach. Blue-white control, perhaps. Yep. And I have a portable hole for my poor Skirk Prospector. Okay, so we can play the Battle Cry Goblin, which needs power 6 or greater. If we play the Hobgoblin the turn after, we have 5 power, so we wouldn't have enough. I think I'll just play the Instigator and then the Bandit Lord. This can also be a nice turn 4 play, where you just play it and then give it self-haste. Would have been nice to drop the Foundry Street Denizen, of course, before, yeah, the Skirk Prospector here, dealing 3 damage. Opponent seems to have something, maybe a Sensor. I think I'm going to play around Sensor. I guess I have Sensor pretty much covered with the Skirk Prospector, don't I? But now they also have Absorb up. Maybe just play double Street Denizen. That's not so good against Supreme Verdict. Am I beating Supreme Verdict anyhow? I do have a Ringleader. I mean, I do have a lot of goblins. Let's just play the most powerful card. Force the issue. And perhaps they run into my Skirk Prospector by casting Sensor here. That'd be sweet. Okay. Now I think they just have Verdict. We'll see. I don't want to spot removal my creatures. That would be the best case. Yeah, cast a March or something, sure. Oh yeah. I guess I'll make a mana. What is this? A soul partition. Huh. Sure, I guess. Well, why wouldn't you get rid of the Bandit Lord? That is surprising, I gotta say. Okay, well. What do I do? So I could play Foundry Street and Goblin Instigator. Seems like a decent turn. Would I have another soul petition? No. Alright, I think this is good. I could also play the Battle Cry, but I think it's better to have Battle Cry for later. They do have the Absorb, huh? Okay. No verdict. Maybe Wandering Emperor, huh? Not a Bandit Lord. Yeah, sure. What do I sacrifice? I think I just sacrifice my Skirk Prospector. Oh, you have another sensor? No. Not a match? Ah, you gotta love it. Ugh. Just only spot removals, huh? That's not gonna get you far. Okay, what now? Firebrand. Activate Mutavault. I think I'm just gonna do this. Okay, take it. Play the Battle Cry. Okay, so now if they find Verdict. They do find Verdict. Can I find a land? I did find a land. But it's tapped. Okay. Perhaps I misplayed by not attacking with the Mutavault last turn. I was just afraid of Wandering Emperor. If I attack with the Mutavault, I can exile the Mutavault with Wandering Emperor. The EVS come up, okay. You got it. It's a good sign for me. 2 mana, they gotta answer both Mutavault and the Street Denizen. What is this Glacier Fortress? Seriously? I could have painted that. Okay, whatever. Okay, we won. This is kind of scary matchup, especially if they have temporary lockdown. That card seems outrageously good against me. Yeah, I mean, I don't have much of a sideboard. I didn't see any portable holes. Thrashmaster's good against that one. Otherwise, my sideboard doesn't really have anything. But my main deck doesn't have any bad cards either. So, what do I cut? I think I don't want to cut any of the cheap cards. Just cut a Warchief. Hasty damage. Sure. Yeah, no, the game plan is simple. Just rush him down. Get him dead. Mutavault's, of course, pretty good in this matchup. Oh. I can work with this. I have a Squee. Nice. And we have the Foundry Street. Let's start with that. A little damage output guy. Let's go with another Foundry and Skirky. Decent against Sensor. Comparatively to the 2-drops. Well, they don't seem to have Sensor, or they don't care about the Prospector. But I would, if I were them. Maybe they have temporary lockdown. No. Okay. This smells like Absorb. What do I want to throw into that? I could play Goblin Instigator and then play Rundvelt. I assume the Goblin Instigator will get countered already. And then do I sack a Skirk to play Rundvelt? Do I sack a Foundry Street Denizen to play Rundvelt? You may cast that card until the end of your next turn. That's pretty freaking good, isn't it? That gives me sweeper protection. Let's go with this one. See what I do. And then, oh, they let it resolve? What? Yeah, that's a lot of damage then. Okay, then let's sack the token. And play Rundvelt. But I kind of have to absorb that. Oh wow, it resolves again? What is going on? This is a lot of damage. A Shark Typhoon to jump block, sure. And I pass the turn. No Goblin in my deck has Flash. So I can just let this resolve. And I get 5 triggers. Sick. Cool. So I have to play these this turn. Otherwise they will go away. The question is, do I want Skirk or do I want Foundry Street Denizen? I kind of need mana, don't I? On the other hand, damage is pretty good. I'll go with damage. Opponent has some interesting lands. Very. I really wanted to land there. No, we're kinda not such a pretty spot. I have to play this. It does resolve just like that. Okay, this might work out better than I thought. So my opponent has nothing here. Put him to 1. Or we can kill the Teferi. Putting my opponent to 1, then they have a sweeper. A sweeper and a counterspell would just kill me, right? So it would go sweeper and then counter one of my threats and I'm done. Then they untap if Teferi in play, still at 1 life, but they probably don't need nothing else. Wait, I'm miscounting. I have lethal. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I forgot about the Foundry Street Denizen trigger. And the Squee trigger. Jesus Christ. I just forgot about multiple things there. Okay, I have more than enough to kill them. Foundry Street Denizen is one heck of a 1-drop in this deck. Sorry about the slow play, I just... Warm-up game. Warm-up game. I need some water. I'll play first. Tap land? No. This is better. Go with that. Play Foundry. Yeah, decent hand. Overgrown farmland. Is this Angels? It is. The Hordemaster. Always a pleasant sight to be seen. Let's play Hobgoblin. Smash. And we'll see how much we can pump this Hobgoblin, or how far we can get with this Hobgoblin. And start shooting my opponent's creatures. Would be nice to kill this Giada, that's for sure. Tricky. I need a mana. I need mana. I don't like this. Guess I can just play the Hordemaster, attack with my creatures. They can't really block anything. They want to double the Skirk. Yeah, I'll just kill this. Go crazy with Giada. Okay. Could easily lose this game. Yeah. Likely will lose this game. Battle Cry Goblin. 3 blockers. If I just cast a Goblin, give it haste, for sacking, I don't know, Skirk. It's not enough of nothing. I have some attacks, but it's not enough. How do I win this? I gotta play Ringleader, sacking a creature. Then what? Then I'm just so low on mana, I can't really go off. I need like a Goblin Warchief to make everything cheaper. Yeah, I think my opponent got me. We just gotta hope that my opponent has nothing in their hand, I guess. And try to play the long game. We can't really. I don't see a way how we win this turn or get like a significant advantage. Yeah. Good beats. I need more lands, maybe. Maybe you really need 24 lands. Deck is kind of mana hungry. Or these Ringleaders, it's too much late game, too much clunkiness. It's like with Rundvelt, you also already have this card advantage engine. Do you really need that many Ringleaders? Look at this, I mean, it's not very good. It's not good. Taking 4. I can sack a Skirk, play a Skirk. Kill this Giada by sacking another Goblin. Another Skirk, I guess. Losing proposition. Okay, maybe I add a land to this deck. 24. 4 ringleaders, huh? 4 ringleaders. It's not like Fable of the Mirror Breaker would done anything here, really. I think that card would have saved us anyhow. And we can just scratch this as a bad matchup too. Alright, I'm gonna concede. I'm not gonna win ever. Like, they're producing multiple angels, gaining like 14 life or whatever. Yeah. So, we could also play some more Rending Volleys, huh? Maybe 4 in the sideboard. Akroan War. I'm not the biggest fan of Akroan War against the Angels deck. Yeah, we just have the Rending Volleys. Okay, this matchup just seems bad, obviously. Rending Volley is a really strong card, and my sideboard has some sideboard cards that are not necessarily a lock. I don't know, like Siege Gang Commander or Twinshot Sniper. Those just could be Rending Volleys. What my thinking is with building my sideboard is that I want to have a high density of goblins in my sideboard to help with, you know, my synergies in the main deck. If I put more and more non-goblins in my deck, I will make some of my synergistic cards worse, and that's not what I want to be doing. But Rending Volley is such a powerful effect and so necessary, probably in this matchup, that it's worth it. Mutavault. Don't think I care about that one. I kind of need to play this, I think. Not cool. Yeah, that was big. That Skyclave was big. I'll suck it up. We'll lose this one, but we're gonna change our deck a little bit. And that's gonna help future Angels matchups. If in case you want to play Goblins, you have a better list then. And in case I want to pick up this deck again, I'll have a better list, of course. Learn as we go. Yeah, and really, I think I want to add another land to this deck as well. Just been missing land drops. It's really, really annoying to miss your 4th land drop, apparently, for this deck. I would guess it's like a fast aggro deck, but you have so many ways to use your mana. May it be mana lands or activated abilities that you really want to make your land drops. Don't miss the land drop. Hobgoblin is pretty cool. What do I do? Just kill the Valkyrie, play 2 goblins? Attack with the 3/3 if they block with the 3/5, or with the... What are you going to do against the 3/3? They're going to block with the 3/5? Then I can play Street Denizen, Battle Cry Goblin, and kill the 3/5. Maybe that's just what I'm going to do. Maybe they just take damage. Yeah, they take damage. That's also perfectly fine. Okay. That's the turn. What a surprise them with this Rending Volley. Yeah, we're getting to the stage that double... This is a cleric. Yeah, I'll kill the Valkyrie. We're getting to the stage that an all-out attack will deal a ton of damage. So they block the two biggest creatures, which will be these two. Then they take goblins you control. So this will 3, 4, 8, 7, 11. Yeah, this is lethal. Next game. How much is this? 12, 15, 20. Yeah, okay. Well, we won this game mostly because they missed land drops. Yeah. Not much to say there. Maybe I need the Akroan War. I don't think I need the Ringleader. This is really not a grindy matchup. This is just about speed. Twinshot Sniper. I mean, 2 damage only kills Giada. The Akroan War. Or I'll try the Akroan War. It does have a short window of effectiveness, but they have such high toughness creatures that you can't like even if their creatures have to attack right into the Akroan War, they often one more Ringleader still on the deck and I draw it. They often will have their creatures surviving after the third chapter, you know. So the Valkyrie, okay. I will let him have it. I don't want to kill the 1/3. Yes, sure, it can become a 4/6 or whatever. But other creatures are more important, I'd say. This is a thing that dies to the Akroan War. Giada also makes everything else bigger. I think I killed the Valkyrie now. If they want to trade with the Giada, I'm down. I'm down for that. They don't, okay. Was there a window for me to kill this, actually? Is this a trigger? I don't think it's a trigger, right? Okay, let's play Akroan War. We're gonna take 7 in the air. Yikes. Okay, but that's fine. Then we steal... Yeah, we just steal this, right? Yeah. Sounds good. Now they can't attack us anymore. They have to attack into us. This means that the more angels they play, they will be bigger because of Giada. Hey, what can you do? Trying my best here against the odds. Opponent at least in the tank on what to do. Maybe the Akroan War caught him off guard. But yeah, I mean, the Ancient stack is just so scary nowadays with all the search your deck for creatures effects, collect a company, the reconstruction. The late game is so powerful now. No, nothing. Okay, so you have company, I guess? Hordemaster. Well, let's start with this. Okay. I'll pass. So those creatures have to attack anyways. And they don't seem to have company, huh? Maybe they have a really awkward hand in which they don't even have a land. What's going on? So they, I guess they have a hand that says like Mojiada's Resplendent Angel, maybe. Creatures that die to Akroan War Chapter 3, essentially, because if they have high toughness creatures, they would just play them. Like Valkyrie, Bishop. Okay, that is fine. Nice. Uh-huh. So you got a 5/5. I will shoot my own Valkyrie. Huh. Crazy, am I? Block. Okay. 18 life, huh? Two cards in hand. So I can play all my creatures and then attack for Mutavault. Attack for everybody. That is free. So play this first, yeah. Yeah, let's just do it. Why even count it in our heads when it can't just be set on the battlefield? That's a lot of damage, isn't it? This is already lethal. Block, take 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. It's 15. Okay, we're defeating angels. Is this Goblins deck just unstoppable, huh? The Akroan War, my goodness, it really did some work here. I honestly, I got lucky. I really did get lucky. Because they also have 4 Skyclave Apparition, so that's a pretty good card against Akroan War. I just didn't draw it, so yeah. I was lucky in that regard. Until your next turn, it's crazy. This sticks around for another turn cycle to be played. Rundvelt Hordemaster is incredibly good. And another Nyctos. Yep, that's what I figured too. They might have another Nyctos. Yeah, I play only one Nyctos in my Angels list, I believe. Pretty sure about that. Oh no, it's the Angels deck. We can still lose easily. Oh yes, we can definitely still lose very easily. They hit the perfect. I mean, they needed Valkyrie or Bishop or Valkyrie. They did it. GG. Up to 19. Can I beat this? Probably not. Let's be serious here. Oh my god, this Angels deck. I hate it! They were at 3 life with 1 creature in play! And I had a huge board, and now I'm losing? Play Warchief, activate Den of the Bugbear, attack everybody. Now they have 4 blockers. Block, take 5, 6, 8. 5, 6, 8. Yeah, easy. Put him to 11 if I auto attack with everything. Fan-freaking-tastic. Okay, so this means we start sacking stuff. Sack the Ringleader. So my board position, I guess I can draw. Oh, okay, that's a start. That is a start to something good, perhaps. Yeah, let's go. Sack you. Oh, okay. If we keep on doing that, Let's see. What? Okay. I mean, this is where the Hobgoblin Bandit Lord goes nuts. Okay, wow. Well, things have just changed. Oh my god, this deck is... Either I'm very lucky or this deck is sick. Okay. Play everything. We're left with how much mana? 4, 6, 7 in play. 4 played these 3. We're left with 1. Pump everything. Then all the block creatures we get... Okay, that's like infinite damage, right? That's a lot of damage. But is it lethal? Is it lethal? Boah. So play Warchief. We get 1 more Goblin doing attacks. We can activate the Mutavault. 2... No. I mean, it might just be better to not play the Warchief, actually. And we can pump 1 more time. So they block 4. They take from 5. We pump everything times 5. That's exactly 19 damage. Wow. Because they can block... They can block the Rundvelt. No, they can block the 3 biggest creatures. That's exactly 3, 15, 10, 15, 19 damage. And they don't have any life gain. This is it. And I can pump even more by sacking the creatures that have been blocked. Yeah, so this is like plenty lethal. Okay, wow. Wow. But that is amazing. That is the Rundvelt Hordemaster stuff. I mean, I hit Goblin Instigator, Goblin Instigator, Goblin Instigator. That's just so lucky. Wow. Could have hit the Hobgoblin Bandit Lord. Or another Rundvelt that also draws us more cards. And then with the Hobgoblin, we can then, because it has haste, because of the Warchief, shoot the opposing face. Yeah. Wow. Okay, cool. Hello. Okay. Yeah, this is a pretty aggressive hand. Yorion Sky Nomad. Let's go. Let's deal some damage with this Foundry Street. I made the appropriate changes. The sideboard is looking different now. Cut some of the one-off goblins, added those Rending Volleys. And I added another Mutavault to the main deck for that Squee. And now we're just gonna get aggressive. What is going on? You have Fatal Push or something? Looks like it. What are we playing against? Is this Doom Foretold? Maybe. Oath of Kaya coming in. I hope no Sweeper, because I am all in with this hand. Oof. Alright, I think we found the Nemesis. The Omen of the Sun deck. How am I ever gonna beat it? I'm not, guys. I'm seriously not. Treacherous Blessing. Yeah, it's definitely a Doom Foretold deck. Definitely. Oi, that's a good card. That is a very nice one here. We'll smash for a lot. 10 to 9. No sweepers, and we might have a win, maybe? If the Battle Cry Goblin survives, it's a ton of damage. Yeah, after these couple of matches, I must say, Fable of the Mirror Breaker doesn't seem right for this deck. This is a fast, aggressive deck, wants to get the job done real quick. And the Hobgoblin Bandit Lord actually does things. You can do a lot of damage with that one. Okay, so they're gonna lose 1 more life through the Treacherous Blessing, so they're kind of at 7 if they have an interaction spell. We already have lethal here. But the question is, how do we do the lethal? Are we going to do the Castle Embereth activation? Then if they kill 1 goblin, they go to 7, and then they go to 1. Yeah, I think that's best. Assume they have something like Vanishing Verse. Going to 1, and then we have 2 hasters to finish the job. Eliminate, sure. And I mean, they had one with a Treacherous Blessing in play. How are they actually gonna win? It's impossible, right? You gotta have something like Radiant Fountain. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Squee seems pretty good here. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got, I guess. This is how I build it now. 4 Rending Volley and only 1 Sniper. Yeah, Squee in, and what goes out? Maybe a Hobgoblin. Fanatical is not that good here. Ringleader seems pretty great. The 2-drops seem decent. Battle Cry could be cut. Goblin Warchief. Goblin Ringleader. Maybe cut 1 Hobgoblin, 1 Fanatical. Shave a little bit here and there. I don't like the Hobgoblin because it doesn't have haste. And it just it dies to removal and no value, you know. They have eliminate in their deck. That tapped Castle Embereth. That is a little annoying. Otherwise the hand is kind of okay. I'll try it. With double Rundvelt. Alright. Works. I mean, my deck is definitely good against the card Doom Foretold. Is it also good against sweepers? No, it's pretty bad against sweepers. So the name of the game is just, do you have sweepers or not? If you do, you have a chance. But I mean, Rundvelt is pretty good against sweepers again. Yeah, let's play a Rundvelt. Yeah, that's fine. That's not so good when all my creatures are bigger. Yeah, sure. Okay, for next turn. All 4 Instigators, huh? Do some Scry action, I can gain more life there. Scry to the top. Portable hole? Sure, sure, sure. You shocked yourself for what? A Fable. Okay. My opponent's doing pretty good stuff. But I ain't doing so bad either. Okay. Land. Mardu Doom Foretold, a spicy one. You want me to try that deck too? Now's your moment. Write in the comments. Yes! This is my favorite deck. Let's go, Arne! Play it! Trial of Ambition, huh? Sure. That's fine by me. Oh, a Hobgoblin Bandit Lord, huh? Yeah, this Rundvelt is pretty good, isn't it? Now you sack it, okay. Sure. You're 10 life. Play the Hobgoblin, and now I can choose, do I want to attack with the Mutavault, put him to 5? They do have this Mace Mine Tome. I think I'm just going to play another Instigator. And yeah, as I said at the beginning of this game, if they don't have sweepers, they're not going to beat me. They need sweepers. They have a sweeper here. They can maybe make a good comeback. They kept 1 card. But if they don't have a sweeper, I think they're just dead. They have Treacherous. I love it. And a Field of Ruin in your tricolor deck. Yes. Yes. So they kill the Hobgoblin for eliminate. Lose 1 to the Treacherous. And I guess I give the good old Castle Embereth pump. They go again to 1 life. And we have the same situation as last game. Where at 1 life, with a Treacherous Blessing in play, This is lethal, so I pass priority. Castle Embereth, absolute MVP, I must say. Kind of won both these games, didn't it? If I didn't have this land, I wouldn't have had the damage output I needed. Although in this game, you could make the case that I probably win without a Castle Embereth somehow, some way, too. But yeah, no sweeper, no luck against the Goblin's opponent. Rite of Oblivion. I must... Oh, wait, what? That's how it works? No way. Because it's a cost, so you don't lose a life there, huh? I didn't even know that. But we learned something. So they didn't lose a life, but they just conceded because they couldn't beat my board. That's cool. That's cool. Kind of like the opposing deck. It's a sweet one. Alright, guys. But I think that's enough for my little showcase of goblins. Yeah. Sideboard is looking like this now. We have 2 Rending Volley. Or 4 Rending Volley. Yes. 4 Chainwhirler, 2 Squee, 2 Akroan War, 1 Twinshot, and 2 Unlicensed Hers. And the main deck is pretty much 4 offs. And then the mana base 3, 3, and 15. I mean, this was a rock solid performance. I was impressed. Fast deck, quick, pretty cheap to craft. I mean, look at this. We have 8 rares here, and then we have the mana base, 15 more rares. You can go, so 15 in total. No, I can't count. This is 9, 17. And in Sideboard, we have some more rares. I mean, Sideboard is a lot of rares, to be fair. But if you play best of 1, for example, you could just go with the main deck. Play less of a rare-heavy mana base. If you want to save on the mana, you can just play 24 mountains. Of course, the deck will get a decent amount worse. And I would recommend having Castle Embereth and Mutavault. Those seem the best. Den is also good. But if you want to have a priority list, I would Castle Embereth, then Mutavault, and then Den of the Bugbear. Yeah, this is Goblins. I mean, I had a lot of fun. How about you guys? If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't yet, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.